involved at some point or other. Don't look at me with fearful faces, it's all okay. But I want you to get involved because you'll learn more and you'll understand more about what we're doing. Now today, I could stand here and I could motivate you and I could inspire you. And for some of you I may. But my goal is not to do that. My goal is to challenge you. My goal is to make you think. My goal is to make you question. So have you ever heard this? People are our greatest asset. Has anyone ever heard that? Has anyone ever said that? Ever said that? Show of hands, don't be shy. Right? People are our greatest asset, right? It's probably not true. Probably. Right? 95% of the time, people in a business are not the greatest asset. And they're not treated like the greatest asset. Your people are the same as your competitors' people. They're the average out of the market that you can attract to your business. Now, if you can actually make people your greatest asset, it is like dynamite. But for the most part, it's simply not true. There's a guy at Harvard Business School by the name of David Yoffie, who's a strategy specialist, and he's done some research on competitive advantage in strategy and how you actually drive a sustainable competitive advantage. And different sources of competitive advantage are easier to overhaul by your competitors. So for example, if you manage to establish an advantage over your competitors in terms of price, that can be overhauled. That response lag can occur within 60 days. So within 2 months, your competitors have caught up to you again. If we're talking about advertising, and you can manage to establish a competitive advantage there in advertising, well, that could last you for as much as a full year. In innovation, we all talk about innovation, right? Innovation is so important. Right? How important is it to innovate and be better than our competitors? But innovation, let's say you crack the innovation competitive advantage, maybe 2 years you'll get out of that before your competitors catch up with you. The only advantage that is lasting and keeps you ahead of your competitors for a really long time is an advantage in people, leadership, and culture, human resources. That's it. And if you can build something there, it is sustainable. Because it will take your competitors longer than 7 years to catch you if you can actually build an advantage in your people, leadership, and culture. So this is why it's super, super important, right? But for most of us, we don't do it. Because rather than being our greatest asset, I would say that in most organisations I've come to contact with, and I've been in lots, people are the most underutilised asset in that organisation. Now I'm going to give you a few examples here, right? We put so much focus of attention on the tangible, measurable parts of business. We put much less focus on the people side because it's intangible. And so let's say I'm working for Anna, I'm reporting to her, and I go up to her one day and I say, look Anna, I need to have a chat to you. You know that deal I'm negotiating on behalf of the organisation? Well, we've done our research, we know the deal is worth about $10 million. But I was thinking overnight, and it's going to be pretty hard to get that value out of the negotiation, and it'll take a really long time. So I'm just figuring, why don't we just settle now and settle for $5 million and just be done with it and move on? Anna would look at me like I was from Mars. Right? Why would you leave $5 million on the table, half the value of a deal, just because you thought it was going to be difficult or it might be time consuming? And it's really tangible, right? Let's look at the equivalent statement with people. Now, I swear to you, I have heard these words come out of an executive's mouth into my face. You ready for this? Look, I know Jeff's not performing, but I was thinking putting him under performance management, and it's going to be really, really hard. It'll be time consuming for me, it'll take a long time, and I don't even know what the outcome will be at the end of it. So I'm just going to leave Jeff the way he is, because he's okay. That is ridiculous. You're leaving money on the table, you're leaving value on the table because you're not doing the work to get Jeff to perform the way Jeff needs to perform, and you think it's okay. And because you can't attach a hard dollar amount to it, it's like a victimless crime. And so who knows how much money you've lost, how much value you've forsaken because you haven't done the work that gets Jeff to perform to the standard that Jeff should perform at.